So I just saw Wicked for Good, and it sucked. It really royally sucked. But don't get mad at me. I liked all the things you like about it. I liked the acting. I liked the songs. I liked the costumes. I liked the sets. I liked, the artistry of it. And there were certainly things I enjoyed about it, but I knew I was going to hate it because Wicked. I'm an Ozite, not Ozian, by the way, Ozite, and I care about Oz. Like, I believe in Oz. Oz is real to me and to other Ozites. And there's a whole lot in the books that people don't know, but holding Wicked up to the standard of holding Wicked and the terrible Wicked book up to the standard of the Oz books is probably unfair. And most people don't know the Oz books, so they don't know what they're missing or why this is offensive, why so many things in Wicked are offensive to people who believe in Oz. And so I'll make other videos about that, but just trying to look at it on its own merits, trying to see it as its own story. Wicked still seemed to fail in some significant ways. It was still, a pretty good story, but there was just some problematic things in it, I think, especially, again, based on how it's anti-Oz. In Oz, there's not all this hierarchy and all this, there's definitely not racism against the animals and things like this. As a stand-in for Trump and the evils of Trumpism, if that's what Wicked for Good was criticizing Trump, which it is, if you look at it that way, then it's great. But it doesn't make a strong enough message about that that's what people are talking about. People are talking about Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's relationship, Aria or Cynthiana, and and their relationship is great to see on screen. Even if you see even maybe even more in all the clips people are raving about and so horrified by. And it's like, why aren't we talking about the anti-Trumpism of this movie? If people have already seen it, why aren't we talking about the messages that are in line with the problems we're dealing with at this time? Well, because it's not making those messages strong enough. And if it wasn't a perversion of Oz, like a bastardization of Oz to begin with, then it would be able to make those messages stronger. But since it's trying to tell that type of story, the way it fails to, are kind of exceptionally disappointing. Especially the way, spoiler alert, the Wicked Witch character Elphaba ends up erasing herself to give all the credit to Glinda, just like they erase the histories of characters in Oz, like the real origin story of the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, and how some of these characters just don't exist. Some of these things like the Grimmery and Madame Marvel just don't exist. So the introduction of them and the way they have to use these kind of MacGuffins to do things shows how much it's just a fabrication and it's not true to the truth of Oz. So hopefully check out the books, find out who TikTok is, and it'll seeing Wicked. Hopefully go see it, but seeing Wicked will hopefully at least inspire you to read the books, not just see the old movies. Thanks.